What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Here we are with the next reaction, and in this one we have the Netherlands military rebirth no one saw coming. Before we dive into this, if you guys happen to enjoy, please don't forget to subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, and if you'd like to support the channel by becoming a member, all you gotta do is hit that join button, get your exclusive benefits. I'm excited. What's going on with that Netherlands military?
For decades, the Netherlands maintained a modest military posture centered on peacekeeping and light expeditionary forces. That era has ended. The Dutch are executing one of Europe's most substantial defense transformations, moving from niche peacekeeping operations to become a critical component of NATO's collective defense. The Dutch 2024 defense budget sits just below 20 billion euros, giving the Netherlands a higher per capita defense expenditure than major allies like Germany or France. But the most striking element isn't simply the scale of investment or the advanced systems being acquired. It's the speed of rearmament and the depth of integration with allies. The Netherlands is showing how a middle power can maximize its strategic weight in an era of renewed great power competition. This is Euro Defense. Let's begin.
I'm excited to dive in and figure out what's going on. Yeah, the Dutch, hey, they said we was chilling. No, we was just doing some light peace missions. We wasn't right. We wasn't upgrading our military. It was time of peace. It was a time of peace. We were chilling. But now the water is looking a little rock. Now the waves looking a little, the storm. I can't find the words that I'm trying to that I'm looking for. It ain't peace times no more. Let's just say that things looking a little choppy. Peace is out the window, so now we need to upgrade our military just in case anyone was to even think about trying us. We need to go ahead and build this up so they can immediately cast that thought up out of their minds. Let's dive in.
The Dutch have made a choice that few nations would consider, trading complete military autonomy for greater combat effectiveness. This goes well beyond standard cooperation. NATO sees this model as the future of European defense. Take the 43rd Mechanized Brigade. It's a fully Dutch heavy formation, but it operates as an integral component of Germany's 1st Panzer Division. It functions under German command structure, German doctrine, and German operational planning. The 11th Air Mobile Brigade has been integrated the same way into Germany's Division Schnellkraft, the rapid reaction force designed for immediate crisis response. This arrangement extends across multiple divisions and shared support units, with unified training standards and a single operational doctrine. Dutch and German personnel train together, deploy together, and would fight as a single multinational force.
Oh, wow.
The strategic advantage is substantial. Dutch units bypass national logistical constraints that would normally limit a smaller military. They get direct access to German strategic lift, maintenance infrastructure, and ammunition stockpiles. For large-scale deployments to NATO's eastern flank, Dutch mechanized forces can be operational within days rather than weeks because they're already embedded in the German logistics network. But this arrangement operates in both directions. The Dutch bring critical specializations, particularly in advanced air defense systems such as NASAMS, which the Germans then integrate into their own formations. Whilst the Dutch army integrates with Germany, the Royal Netherlands Navy operates at the leading edge of maritime warfare, delivering capabilities far beyond what its size would suggest.
You know, I'm not surprised, bro. The Dutch, I'm telling you, if the Dutch had the same budget as every other country in the world, military wise, I can almost guarantee they'd have the best navy. I almost, because I can't guarantee anything this like. But I'm just saying, bro, the Dutch have been fighting with the ocean for decades, if not centuries. They've been fighting with the ocean. They done figured out how to put land where there was water. They figured out how to redirect water to where they're not getting flooded. They've had to do this out of necessity. So if it's anybody who knows the water, who I like to call the Dutch the water bending tribe, I'd go with the Dutch, and I'd figure that Navy could be something special. And one thing I really admire about the Dutch that I've seen in videos is just they're so innovative. the Dutch are absolutely innovative with the things that they create and the things that they come up with, and I just feel like if they had the same budget, if every country was given the same budget, the Dutch will have the strongest navy, dog. They'd be innovative and it'd be insane. Okay, but anyways, back to the video. I'm sorry. I also want to say it's really cool that they are cooperating with German forces and they're kind of teaming up, and it's like the relationship seems very mutually beneficial for both sides, and I think that's a really interesting. That's really interesting to do.
Of maritime warfare, delivering capabilities far beyond what its size would suggest. The focus here is on one of the most demanding missions in modern naval operations, area air and missile defense. The 4-7 Provinces-class frigates form the core of Dutch naval power. At approximately 6,050 tons of displacement, these vessels function as destroyers, performing area air defense and task force command missions. What distinguishes these ships is the technology. The active phased array radar system, known as APAR, was developed domestically and represents one of Europe's most advanced naval sensor suites. Paired with a long-range Smart L radar, these ships can simultaneously track hundreds of aerial targets. The system performs interrupted continuous wave illumination for missile guidance, allowing engagement of multiple threats simultaneously. The Royal Netherlands Navy was among the first European navies to upgrade the Smart L radar specifically to detect and track ballistic missiles at extended range. This was proven during the 2021 Formidable Shield exercise, where a Dutch frigate, using its upgraded Smart L, autonomously detected and tracked a ballistic missile. The tracking data was then passed through the NATO network to a US Navy destroyer, enabling the US ship to destroy the missile outside of the atmosphere. This capability extends beyond ship defense. It provides theater-level missile defense for entire NATO task forces. When a Dutch destroyer operates with a carrier strike group or amphibious ready group, it adds a protective layer against threats that most allied navies simply cannot address.
That's interesting.
The Netherlands maintains some of Europe's most capable and specialized ground combat units, focused on high-risk missions and extreme environment operations. The KCT serves as the Army's Special Forces. The unit is distinguished by its selective training pipeline and its focus on direct action and special reconnaissance missions. Selection maintains one of the highest attrition rates among European special forces. To put the attrition rate into perspective, 80 to 95% for experienced military personnel in the final course. It's comparable to the notoriously difficult initial selection phases of other elite Tier 1 units, such as the UK's SAS. The Maritime Special
When you're talking about special forces and you talk about the SAS, you're talking about the cream of the crop. You're talking about who many see, who in the videos that I've come to see is probably the most elite special forces unit. But I think there's different countries, their special forces unit, they're more elite at certain things. What's really incredible about the SAS is their patience, their intelligence gathering, and then how fast they're able to strike. It's insane. The SAS is crazy top tier. And so for the Dutch Special Forces, for their training and their attrition rate, in passing that selection to be on par with the UK SAS, that's pretty special. That's pretty amazing. And that lets you know, like, you get into this Special Forces, it was no walk in the park. Like, you literally walked through fire. You walked through brimstone. What you just went through in this selection process, there should be nothing in the field that you come against that should surprise you, should scare you, should your mentality is on another level if you can make it through that.
Forces represents the Navy's lead component, specializing in maritime counterterrorism, underwater operations, and shipboarding. These capabilities draw on the Netherlands' naval heritage and provide protection for critical maritime infrastructure. A real-life example of this capability is their involvement in international anti-piracy missions in the Gulf of Aden, where operators board captured vessels to arrest pirates and secure trade routes. The Royal Netherlands Marine Corps maintains a distinctive focus on Arctic and cold weather warfare. As great power competition increases military activity in the Arctic, NATO's northern flank grows in strategic importance. The Dutch Marines train extensively in Norway with UK Royal Marines and other northern allies. developing their specialized skills
gosh.
required to operate in extreme cold environments. Their deep commitment to the High North is institutionalized through the United Kingdom and Netherlands Landing Force, Europe's oldest integrated military force, established in 1973. In any future confrontation in the High North, Dutch Marines would be essential to NATO's Arctic defense. The most dramatic element of the Dutch
Like
transformation is the
my
strategic
days, bro. Like oh, to jump in there, I can only imagine the shock that you feel all throughout your body jumping in that water. Yeah, ice baths, that kind of stuff. I just never was for me. It might help with recovery. It might be good for you. It might help with focus. It might help with waking you. It's never been for me. I don't even like to take warm showers. Like, I don't like to take warm showers. I cannot jump in freezing cold water. Shout out, and I admire and had the utmost respect for all the soldiers and everything who's and everyone who's went through this kind of training, because that's brutal training in cold. That's just another, that's next level. That's next level training in Norway, training in those freezing conditions, training.
reversal on heavy conventional firepower. For over a decade, the Netherlands prioritized light expeditionary forces. That approach has been abandoned. On 14th of May 2025, the Netherlands signed a contract for 46 new Leopard 2A8 main battle tanks, with an option for 6 additional vehicles. This acquisition directly reverses the 2011 decision to eliminate the tank fleet entirely. The Leopard 2A8 features the Trophy Active Protection System, which intercepts incoming anti-tank missiles and rockets before they reach the armor. Advanced sensors and improved survivability make this among the world's most capable tanks. Between 2028 and 2031, these vehicles will form a fully modernized Dutch tank battalion, providing the armored capability necessary for offensive operations in large-scale conventional warfare.
They're not
The
playing no
Dutch previously
games.
lacked long-range precision strike capability, but in July 2025, the Netherlands successfully validated the Pulse rocket artillery system. Pulse, precise and universal launch system, delivers precision fire out to approximately 186 miles or 300 kilometers using Predator Hawk missiles. This allows Dutch forces to strike command posts, logistics, and air defense systems deep behind enemy lines.
Jeez.
The Royal Netherlands Air Force is completing its planned 3 squadrons of F-35A Lightning II fighters, providing a full 5th generation strike and reconnaissance capability. The F-35's sensor fusion and stealth characteristics allow operations in contested airspace that 4th generation aircraft cannot penetrate. The operational capability of these aircraft was demonstrated in September 2025 when Dutch F-35s deployed to Poland as part of NATO's air policing mission shot down Russian drones that violated Polish airspace during a large-scale strike on Ukraine. This marked the first time Russian assets have been destroyed over NATO territory since the start of the full-scale invasion in 2022. Together, the Leopard 2A8 tanks, Pulse artillery, and F-35 fighters deliver a complete combined arms capability for modern warfare. Equipment represents only part of the transformation. The Netherlands is
More
making
numbers.
equally substantial investment in the foundation of military power, personnel, and industrial capacity. The Dutch government has announced plans for a 50% expansion of the armed forces, targeting 100,000 personnel by 2030. For a country of 17.5 million, this represents a significant commitment. A dedication that will see the Netherlands fielding 1 military member for every 175 citizens, making its per capita defense commitment more than 2.5 times greater than the current personnel goal of the UK.
That's insane. 2.5 times greater than the personnel, the goal, not what the UK has, the goal. Dang. So yeah, okay. So it's not just investment in new weapons, but it's investment in more people. It's recruiting more people, and 1 in every 175 people they want to be a part of the military. Netherlands, like what happened? Like, I know the world and what's going on right now is very unpredictable. The world that we live in, but like y'all ain't playing. Y'all said we finna revamp this whole thing, and we ain't no more like expeditionary missions. Like we finna put this military back on the map in a big way. Okay.
The expansion relies on a scalable armed force concept, emphasizing a robust and flexible reserve pool. The Din-Yar program, which offers shorter-term service commitments, is being expanded to create a larger pool of trained personnel available for mobilization. In terms of production, in October 2025, the Netherlands launched a large-scale military production facility in Limburg, representing a strategic industrial hub designed to address the lessons of Ukraine. Modern warfare demands speed and scale in production. The facility produces unmanned ground vehicles, various types of tactical and reconnaissance drones, and military-grade batteries. Production often occurs in cooperation with innovative partners such as Milrom Robotics and Delta Quad, combining Dutch engineering with advanced robotics and autonomous systems technology. In less than a decade, the Netherlands completed a strategic transformation, moving from a small footprint peacekeeper to a core NATO component focused on conventional power, deep alliance integration, and technological leadership. Alright, that is all from me, and if you enjoy this type of content, please do consider giving a like and subscribing. Let me know which countries I should break down next. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.
Yeah, the Dutch ain't out here playing no games. The Dutch said y'all be prepared, cause we really bout that life for real. We'll really take it there, and we ain't scared. No, that was absolutely incredible. I think that video was awesome to kind of see what's going on with the Netherlands military and see the rebirth that's happening in the Netherlands military. What do y'all think about it? I want to hear y'all's comments. I want to hear. I want to talk to y'all. I want y'all to comment and tell me what you guys want to see me react to. I'd love to hear from you. If you enjoyed, please don't forget to smash that subscribe button, get a video a thumbs up. Check out the next. I'll see y'all next time.